Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then it's Jalen Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. And for Golden State, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Green out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Santos in at the 3. Here's Green. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Green, the pass to Curry. Here's Santos. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Santos has got 5 with the postseason in our sights now. What's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both. BA, I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go.
Well, the defense has no one to blame but themselves there. Another open look.
Outside for Green. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And so it's Phoenix with it. 4-point game, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Oh boy, throughout the game, they got after it defensively and forced a lot of turnovers too.
They prevented their opponent from ever getting into a comfort zone. They were just very disruptive.
Now here's Porzingis. 11 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Curry.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. Drains the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pass to Booker to stop the run. Warriors with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It seemed like coming into that game, they looked a little off, and they never really hit their stride.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Brooks. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. It's good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul, and we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. BA, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Porzingis, high post. The kick out. Curry. Pass to Pajimski. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Pajimski's got 6. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in scoring opportunities. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Booker, good.
Attacking the heart of that defense. Booker knows where to get his shots.
Now here's Curry. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. And the bucket is good.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Suns trail by 17. Green for 3. Pajimski grabs the board. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Green finds Curry. Knocks down the triple. 14 points for him.
They can't stop him.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside for Brooks. Launches it. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Here's Curry. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
Curry with it. 16 points for him. Shoots over Booker. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 18.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And as we conclude the... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Al Horford out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Spencer in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Coffey, he's checked in for Highsmith.
Number 2.
Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Goodwin.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Tipped away. Allen outside. Pass to Coffey. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Coffey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Warriors lead by 16. You think of the reputation that Grayson Allen had coming into the league. He's changed the narrative for the better, Tim.
Well, he's still hard-nosed, but it's not necessarily what he's known for anymore. Rather, he's a great 3-and-D option who can occasionally give you that hard foul. And Allen is very clever at drawing those types of fouls. Just a really high IQ player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good from Allen. A different look for Phoenix. Dylan Brooks checked in for O'Neal. Booker comes in for Coffey. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And he's just a player that's so aware on the floor. Talking about Grayson Allen, he knows what's going on at all times. A really high basketball IQ.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And Legs, one thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is a level of credibility that's automatically there. But in the age of analytics, it's probably less important that a head coach be a former NBA player.
From deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
And how many times have we seen this play out? Curry just on a mission. Unstoppable tonight.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajimski. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Suns trail by 18. Pass to Brooks. Here's Iguodaro.
Yeah, just a great understanding of the game. Horford's defensive positioning is perfect.
Outside Podziemski. On the wing, Payton lets the three fly, and it's Phoenix for the rebound. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Booker. O'Neal on the wing. Brooks, the pass to O'Neal. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green is checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Williams is checked in for Iguodaro. Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. They trail by 16. Gillespie passes to O'Neal. Sends it home from three-point land. O'Neal's got 5 points.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to Santos. High post Green. And here's Curry for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Gillespie can't get it to go.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Curry with it. He's against O'Neal. Up top, Podziemski. Pass to Horford. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix grabs the miss. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Three-pointer, Brooks. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Let's look at the leaderboard and see which teams are making the most of their trips to the line in the second half of the season. The Warriors, 4th.
Ever since the break, they've been shooting with great confidence from the line, and their numbers reflect that.
Green's checked in for the Suns. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. They swipe it. Here's Gillespie. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Ooh, he's been red hot from three-point range. How long will he keep it up? That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Suns trail by 12. Outside for Booker. And Booker, cash on the 3.
Yeah, you better defend Booker tightly from deep.
Golden State has gone 50% from the perimeter in the second, shooting 4 of 8. Here's Santos. And the Warriors with another 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
For 3, Booker. Offensive board. That shot missing. The Warriors lead by 12. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
For 3, Booker. Tips it. And here's Porzingis. Back to Podziemski. Lets it go from deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. Back after this.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots, please.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside.
And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've clearly taken a step.
Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then it's Green, then there's Devin Booker, and it's Gillespie in at the point. Suns trail by 18. Here's Gillespie. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Gillespie's got 6. Here's Golden State. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Booker. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
The Warriors lead by 16. Back to Porzingis. Uses the glass on the layup.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
And Phoenix shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. And it's Green missing.
Practically a block.
Good, strong
challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And that was good. Porzingis has gotten 4 this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him. Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
The 3 from Curry hits the trifecta. Curry's got 39.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Outside for Green. A shot to stop the run. Knocks it down from distance. Green's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
If Jalen Green can hit three-point shots consistently, he'll take his game to the next level.
Curry looking it over. Down low. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Green with the ball for the Suns. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge.
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So it'll be Jalen Green shooting. It's on Stephen Curry. Melton, he's checked in for Curry. O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Suns trail by 17. Out left to the wing. Here's Gillespie. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And look at Porzingis hustling in transition, getting there to complete the fast break.
Green against Melton. Pass to O'Neal. Beyond the arc. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. 5 on the clock. Here's Gillespie. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Podziemski. The Warriors lead by 19. Here's Santos. 3-pointer off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Back to Green. Pulls it. Phoenix no good that time either. Golden State has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Porzingis for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Warriors. Horford, he's checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Santos. And Spencer's subbed in for Podziemski. Phoenix also changing it up. Iguodaro, he's checked in for Williams. Allen comes in for Brooks. And Goodwin is subbed in for Gillespie. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. It's the 2K leaderboard featuring this month's field goal percentage leaders. Well, you look at Payton. Right now, he's 2nd in the league in field goal percentage.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Here's Goodwin. Drops in the layup for 2. Goodwin's got his first 2 points.
And coaches love to see points coming from an inbounds play. That's why you practice them.
Back to Horford. The rebound by Allen. Suns trail by 17. Pass to Green. Back to Allen. Over Payton. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. From deep, Melton. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Iguodaro. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, Allen mostly known for his shooting, but he's showing you right there. He can move the ball as well.
Horford finds Melton. Drops in the 3. Melton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Suns. They trail by 18. Allen, left side. Pass to Green from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Back to Melton with 2 seconds left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
First team foul.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Gary Payton second, DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Al Horford. That's the Warriors 5.
Yeah, attacking the basket with confidence. I really like when Grayson Allen puts it on the deck and uses his body as well.
And he gets it back. Stolen by Booker. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots. Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
The three from Curry. The Suns clear it. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Iguodala. And he goes in for the dunk.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Curry passes to Payton from downtown, and Melton is good for 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Goodwin, no good. The Warriors lead by 14. The 3 from Curry connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Suns. Williams is checked in.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Horford with it, guarded now by Williams. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 45 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Curry. Melton on the wing. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul. And the Warriors make some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Santos comes in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Melton. Phoenix also changing it up. Brooks, he's checked in for O'Neal. Jalen Green comes in for Allen. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin.
They have no answer defensively inside.
3-pointer. And the Warriors with another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
And it's really a shame that they won't make the playoffs, despite all of his efforts. But if he continues to play at this level, a playoff appearance might not be far off. Suns trail by 18. They've got numbers. Jacks up a 3. The 3 is in.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
Up top, Green. It's Podziemski on the wing from deep three-point land. Oh, Green rips down the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Booker against Curry. Takes a 3. Ooh, it doesn't go. Suns trail by 15. Here's Brooks. Fires the 3, and he nails it. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport emulating.
And again for three.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016, that was the top spot until Klay took it. They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what
good. Another from three.
There it is, a shot that puts them tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
Here's Williams. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Connects again from distance.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
Booker no good. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Gillespie passes to Booker. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation.